been waiting way too long. Yeah, I've been down here trying to get it. Yeah, I've been waiting way too long.
This is the video for chapter 11, section 5. We're now going to be looking at area of circles and sectors. So the area of a circle is equal to pi times the radius squared. Again, we're going to leave our answer in terms of pi. So I have a circle here whose diameter is 8. So in order to find the area, I need to use the radius. Notice that the radius is being squared, not doubled. So you cannot use the diameter in the area formula. You have to divide it by 2 to get the radius. So my area is going to be equal to pi times 4 squared, because the radius is 4, which is equal to 16 pi. Again, leave your answer in terms of pi, simplify everything else around it. So area of a circle is really as simple as that. Make sure you know how to square numbers and leave your answer in terms of pi, and make sure you're using the radius and not the diameter. When we're looking at area of a sector, it's going to be very similar to how we found the arc length and how we use the circumference with that. So I'm going to use the formula that I'm going to use the measure of the arc over 360, but now multiplying by the area. So it's still a fraction of something, but again, because we're finding area, it's a fraction of the area. Now, my example is actually using arc BC. So mine is actually the measure of arc BC over 360 times the area is going to give me the area of my sector. And when I talk about the area of the sector, I'm talking about this space right here. Okay, the space created by the angle and the circle. So that is called sector BAC. The yellow highlighted portion is called sector BAC, and we're finding the area of that. So the measure of arc BC is 100 degrees, because angle BAC is a central angle and it's 100 degrees. So 100 degrees divided by 360 times pi times the radius. The diameter here is 10, so the radius is 5 squared. So I'm going to simplify that. 100 over 360 times 25 pi. So really, again, what I'm doing here is I'm going to divide 100 divided by 360, and then I'm going to multiply that by 25. And that gives me 125 over 18 pi. And that is an exact answer. That's how I want to see your answer. And then be sure that you understand that this is area, so we would do centimeters squared, because that was our unit, and area is squared. So area of a sector is going to be a fraction of the area of the circle. And then in our last video, we looked at the arc length is a fraction of the circumference. So really thinking about what you're trying to find, and you're using the degree measure of the arc in both of them in relation to the total, but then using either the circumference or the area to find that portion that you're trying to work with.
I've been waiting way too long. Yeah.